I'm Jason, the creator of the Tabletop Battlefield, and to go along with my UNSC Marine cosplay build, this is the first Blender 2.8 Quick Tips video. Let's take a look at navigating around the interface. So what you want to do when you're inside Blender, hold down your middle mouse button and move the mouse around, and that will allow you to rotate around the scene. Next, you hold down Shift as well as the middle mouse button. This is going to allow you to pan around the scene. And then simply scrolling the mouse wheel in and out. This is how you zoom in and out of your 3D scene here in Blender. To quickly jump between top, front, and side views, you can use your numpad over here on the right-hand side of your keyboard. Press 7 to go to the top view, press 1 to go to the front view, and press 3 to go to the side view. What if your keyboard does not have a numpad? Well, Blender has a feature called Emulate Numpad you can turn on, which allows you to use this software on a device like a laptop. If we go up to the menu, choose Edit, and then go to Preferences, this will bring up the Preferences screen. Select the Input tab from the left-hand side here under User Preferences, and then there will be a checkbox, Emulate Numpad. If you click that, choose Save Preferences, and then close the window out, you'll notice you can now use the number keys above your keyboard to jump around. 7 will go to the top, 3 will go to the right side, and 1 will go to the front, just as if you were using a numpad. Next, let's talk about orthographic view versus perspective view. In perspective view, it's just like real 3D space. Objects further away from your viewport here will look smaller, and parallel lines will eventually converge at a point. If you press 5 on your numpad, this allows you to toggle into orthographic view. Orthographic view is what I prefer to do a lot of my work in Blender in, and this basically turns off depth perception. Now, one more little option in case you like orthographic view. By default, when you're in Blender and you're either in top, front, or side view, and you rotate out of the view, it automatically switches you back into perspective mode. What you can do is you go back to Edit, Preferences, and then under Interface, uncheck Auto Perspective. This will allow you to remain in orthographic view as you rotate around your scene. So I go to 7, so I'm now in top perspective mode, press 5 to go to orthographic mode, and now as I rotate around here, I remain in orthographic mode. Once again, this is just one little interface tweak that I like to use. Next, let's talk about changing the viewport display mode. If you press Z on your keyboard, you'll bring up a little menu here, allow you to change between different options for how you want to view your objects. For 3D modeling for cosplay, we'll primarily go between wireframe and solid. By default, we're in solid, so if we jump to wireframe, you can now see that you can see through your objects and see all the edges and points and sort of without any of the faces being visible. Press Z, go back to solid, and once again you see your object is no longer transparent. One thing that is new are these window layout tabs up at the top of Blender's interface. What they do is change the layout of the various boxes on the screen here depending on what type of action you're doing. For the most part, for 3D printing and cosplay, we're going to be hanging around in the modeling tab. Primarily what that's going to do is it's going to remove the animation timeline down here from the bottom of the screen, because that's not something we really use when we're just working with 3D printing. And then for one final little quick tip here, one thing that'll be useful from time to time is the N key. If you press that, you'll notice you'll be able to toggle a sidebar in and out over here on the right-hand side of the screen. This sidebar contains the location of the object, the rotation of the object scale, as well as some other useful tools that we'll use from time to time throughout the UNSC cosplay build. Thanks for watching this quick tip. If you would like a much more in-depth tutorial for using Blender within a cosplay workflow, be sure to check out my UNSC Marine build from the Halo franchise. Once again, I'm Jason, the creator of the Tabletop Battlefield.